A farm at its basic level is an area of land and buildings that are used for growing crops and rearing animals. While we often think of farms located in rural areas, urban farming goes all the way back to Mesopotamia. As agriculture spread across the globe, cities began to store food, aqueducts brought water into the cities, the Arab Empire spread crops and new methods, people adapted growing methods for new climates, and new technology brought about familiar brands. Within the United States of America, the urban farm gained quite a lot of ground during World War I and World War II. With so many resources going to fight the wars, people were encouraged to cut back and step up to fill in the gaps. In order to support the food supply of the nation, people were encouraged to start a victory garden anywhere they could. This created an upsurge in urban farmers, and nearly 20 million people participated. After the war, America began advancing and growing at an incredible rate. The growing highway system began dividing the country into what we now think of as urban and rural. As people spread out of the cities and into the suburbs, the need for large amounts of food to be transported across the nation arose. Food began to be imported from longer distances, and huge corporations began taking over the majority of farms. Farming in America has continued to be consolidated over the last 100 years, and we're quickly losing our health and future to large monolithic companies that care more about profit than people. Factory farming encourages the spread of disease, loss of diversity in crops, damage to the environment, and many more problems. Fixing the mess created by industrial farming won't be easy, but it starts with people like you taking back the food supply. Yards are great spaces for growing, but you can start with a window box, a balcony, and maybe one day an entire city block. Urban farming provides healthy and fresh food to your area, community engagement and growth, local job opportunities, ecological improvements, and much more. Across the United States, people in cities have been rediscovering agriculture and influencing the food system. In Detroit, Michigan, people are using urban farming to revitalize whole city blocks. Residents of Oakland, Chicago, New York, and many other cities are joining the more than 800 million people worldwide who work in agriculture already. One family can typically offset their produce needs by 30 to 40% by eating food from their own garden. Imagine the impact you can have by joining the growing community of urban farmers. It all starts with planting a seed, and Farmur is here to help you get started today.